Go ahead.
Hi guys, we're back now. Here's Heather and here's me.
Wow, what a great introduction. High five. See, she's destined to be a star. All right, guys, so let's get started. I'm going to do another rendition of kind of like my reindeer mask. So when kids ask me for Rudolph, I like to kind of bring it all together and make sure that I have different themes and different Rudolph ideas. So this is a new one that I kind of came up with. So I'm going to start off by...
Purple.
No purple and Rudolph. I'm taking my hippie rainbow cake still, and
Green.
I'm just picking up the yellow and the green because that's what I'm going to line her eyes with, since she's going to be more of my girl Rudolph. Close your eyes. So when you're tracing the eyes with a square brush, you want to trace the actual eye. So rather than starting straight across, you want to start and kind of go in a circle over the eye. So I'm going to start at the corner, and I'm going to press and just kind of lift it up as I get towards the edge. Corner press, lift it up towards the edge. So picking up a little bit of white on my sponge, I'm going to go right on top of her eyebrows, kind of creating a little bit of this, looks like clouds almost. So, and then I'll go right in the middle of it. Bring it down right onto her nose. I'm going to add a little bit of color to her cheeks, so it's going to follow the same principles of picking up a little bit of red, then picking up a little bit of gold, and simply mixing them around, making sure it's the color I want.
Of course.
Of course. So I'm going to just kind of, instead of just going right along her cheekbone, I'm starting a little bit more in the apples of her cheeks, kind of giving them a little bit more of a rosy look. So then taking my red, I'm going to just load up my brush with red, and I'm going to give her her little nose.
Red Rudolph the reindeer.
So while your paint is still wet on her nose, you're probably going to want to go in with a little bit of red glitter while it's still wet. And you're going to want to make sure that you put it on while it's wet so that it sticks. So another reason that this Filbert brush is really good is because it makes nice antlers too. So I'm just loading it up. And because it has that nice kind of round flat tip on it, it's a little bit easier to make the shape if you're comfortable with those shapes. So then I'm just going to lay it down, kind of get thinner as I get towards the bottom, and then I'm going to come out, kind of create those antlers just like that.
Are those the ears?
Nope, those are antlers.
What's
so
antlers?
Then I'm pressing down, and then I'm going to just be bringing it in. Antlers are what reindeers have on them. I'm going to let them dry for a minute so I can go over them with some red and white stripes, kind of make them kind of like candy cane. So then right in the middle, I'm going to come up, and I'm going to make kind of like these flocks of hair. Even though it's hard to see, I'm going to show you guys in a minute, and we'll go over it with a little bit of gray for highlights, just so that you guys can see. We're also going to take our stencil. This is another BAM stencil that has all of the different snowflakes in it. And I'm just going to create a few little snowflakes right by the eyes, just to kind of get a little bit of, like I said, a touch of a feminine side to it, so that all your Rudolphs don't have to look the same and they have snowflakes coming down. I'm just going to create a few little teardrops. Very straight press, very straight press.
Very straight press.
She's so crazy. Just kind of like raining snowflakes and raining lines right on the side.
It's raining on you, Heather.
So very straight press.
Very straight press. Very straight press. Very straight press. Very straight press. Very straight press. Very straight press.
So it gives it a little bit more of a soft effects just like that. Now the fun part. Now all I'm going to do is go in, I'm going to wash out my black, or if you have a gray you can do this as well. If you're gonna wash out your black, I just picked up a little bit of black on my brush, dipped my brush back in water, and then I just kind of rub it and get that gray out of it versus getting that true black. So I'm kind of cleaning out the pigment more than anything. So now all I'm going to do is just kind of give her the flock of hair,
Ew.
a little bit of a outline and definition, and the same thing here. Just kind of go right over the hair. Is right across these antlers. I'm just going to make some candy cane striping. So you want to make sure that they're all dry before you go on top of them, or else you're going to get a little bit more of a blend of red and white, almost turning into pink. Okay, so once I have my candy cane striping, all I'm going to do is go in and give her a little bit more of my girly effect. So I'm going to just make a smaller lip on her, a little bit more of a kissy lip. Then I'm going to just come right out of the corners of her lip, and I'm going to come up to give her a little bit more of that my happy reindeer.
And a mustache.
And then I will give her lips a little bit of an outline. Just like that. Head down a little bit.
Oh, can you do a bow on the reindeer? I've seen a bow on a reindeer, girl.
Okay. Finally, I'm going to pick up a little of this black to kind of just emphasize and make those antlers stick out. Giving my antlers a little bit of a outline to give them a little bit more definition. So I'm just adding a little bit more of a lipstick right inside of that area, and of course I got to add a little bit of glitter right on there.
On the lip.
Okay, so I added a little bit of, and her missing tooth is showing. All right, so we're not quite done yet. What I'm going to do is just on the bottom of these teardrops, kind of flick them with a little bit of black, just to kind of make them pop out a little bit more.
Mustache.
Okay, so now to just finish this off, I'm going to make sure that I'm brushing up, filling in with white anywhere that kind of needed it to stand out. And then of course I got to take a little bit of my
And do the bow.
white glitter. Oh, and Leah wanted a bow. That's right. She did tell me that. So I'm just kind of sprinkling some white glitter, even though it's hard to see in this lighting. So I put a little bit there and a little bit here. And then I will finish off by making a little bow for Leah. So by request, my beautiful Leah asked me for a bow. So I'm just going to create my little bow.
A teeny weeny one?
It's tiny. It's not too big. So I created my bow right in on top of the first, excuse me. Okay, so I added a little bow right there, but then we got to finish it off by actually outlining it so you can really see it. So I go to the top, make that loop. Don't move. So now I just gave my bow, and I'll pick up a little bit of white to kind of make it stand out right inside of there. And of course, if we're going to put a bow there, we got to put some glitter on that bow.
Now look what she just did. She did a Rudolph. And then we're going to have other people come in this chair where I am sitting, as you can see. And then you're always going to see someone different, not just me. We can see another painter.
All
and
right.
then there's always going to be John, like over there.
Okay.
And then we'll see you later, guys. Bye. Have a good weekend.
Guys, so here is a quick and simple with a lot of input from Leah.
And a lot of glitter.
And a lot of glitter. So guys, happy holidays. I hope everybody is having a great day. Make sure that you check out Fabit TV and Silly Farm and like us on Facebook. Tell them to check out our Facebook.
Check out our Facebook.
All right, guys, happy holidays.